Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. I have a cup of tea, so you're welcome to go and get one. I have actually ordered a couple of notebooks from Waterstones that are going to come, I think, today. I've got like a brown colour because I bought these really sweet mushroom stickers. I'll put some pictures of them and the illustrator on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I really wanted to make a kind of analogue video diary of some crafting things that I've been up to. So I have lit some candles for the ambiance, and I thought the first thing that I could do was make some Pinterest boards. I've actually recently just gotten a printer and I've just set up all of the ink cartridges. I felt very technical, so ready to go, so I can actually print these pictures from my Pinterest board and put those into my scrapbook. Yeah, I'm just going to film over the next few days and do a little weekend of creating, and yeah, join me on my little crafting evening weekend day. Expansive outside space, a space where I feel a lot of comfort and joy, felt really important when I was manifesting these moments and desires for things that I want to experience. So I apologise if this is a little bit monotonous because I am very often in the exact same places to film because I'm a bit shy for talking to the camera and I'm outside. But I am just getting ready to set off, and I have a new crafting creative project that I'm going to undertake. The past few days have been making my journal scrapbook dreams come true, and I'll put some videos in. I did a outfit inspiration page and a spring manifestation page so far, and I really love when books and journals feel like very lived in, and I think because I'm gluing them in, it's like making the pages all kind of wibbly, which I really love. I took it onto the meadows yesterday and it got a little bit damaged, just with the pages kind of being sort of maneuvered while I was going around in my bag. And so I had this idea to actually knit a journal cover. I'm a very inexperienced knitter. I have made scarves before. I actually have one. It has this like brown kind of stripe pattern, and I do actually really love this scarf. I do think it's quite nice, but you can definitely tell it is made by an amateur. But I do have this huge bag of wool that is this beautiful like chocolate brown colour. So I'm going to use this to make a little cover, and I'm going to pack that up. Also take my journal. Something else I've been really enjoying leaning into is journaling. It's my journal. I get one every year for my birthday. They're flame tree notebooks, I do believe. They always have like the most beautiful covers. I'm going to take this, take my knitting needles, and go to a cafe. At the cafe was pretty much spent finishing off my journal pages, which I actually was so happy with how they turned out. It felt so lovely having a physical space where I could really express and manifest all of these desires and dreams. I then headed to Bransfield Links, which is this really special place for me. It's a place where when I was really anxious a couple of years ago, it was one of the only places that I really felt peace and connection and a sense of groundedness where I didn't really feel anywhere else. So it felt really weird and slightly nostalgic to be sat journaling here almost 3 years later. And on the way back, I actually ended up stumbling across this really sweet little makers market. They had tarot readings and dried flowers and crafts from local people around my area. And it really just reminded me that portals of creativity really do exist everywhere, even in this tiny little market on the side of a very busy road. It felt so wonderful to be able to be reminded and see evidence of other people's creations. Hello, so welcome to the last part of my very candlelit themed video. I wanted to share a couple of things that I have found as my mum has been going through some of our storage, some book recommendations / what I'm reading at the moment. I feel like through this week, because I've been dedicating more time to crafting and creating and curating this kind of manifested life, and I feel like it has resulted in me feeling a lot more present, and I have felt a lot more connected to myself. It kind of has forced me in a way to be more present, which I have actually really appreciated. So the first thing that I wanted to share was this ancient relic being my Kindle, and I got this when I was 14, so it's quite old, and I'll put some clips over the top of this so you can see, but it has a lot of really sweet things, and I don't think this is talked about enough. I find it so hard to conceptualize the fact that I am in the same body that I was when I was 12. Like, I know that she exists because I exist, but I really wanted to get a new Kindle, and it's just amazing that I've managed to find this one, and this feels really nice, and I'm very excited to look through it and kind of have and use this. I'm gonna get some more books on it, so that could be a super nice thing to do. What I'm reading at the moment, I usually have a couple of books on the go because it takes me so long to finish one book, and I'm such a slow reader. I like to have multiple things at the same time because it kind of keeps my interest sparked. The book that I'm reading at the moment is 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson, which I spoke about quite a bit in one of my last videos, and the two others are, the first one is, they're both actually from my godmother. She is a beautiful portal for amazing book recommendations. The first one is Women Who Run With the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Este. I hope I'm saying that right. But it is so incredible. I'm only chapter 4 in, but there are so many themes where I feel like they are just subconscious or mentalities of women's lives that you really don't think about, and unless your attention is kind of brought to it. And this has really brought my attention to so many of those things. So many things being where I feel like when I read it I also feel quite sad, because there is such deep knowledge, I feel like, with women, and just this intrinsic sense and connection to earth and to nature. And I think, as it said in this, that is something that has been buried, you know, to excuse the pun, it's been buried and stumbled on and torn apart by the patriarchy, by society, by, I guess, kind of male minds, as a general sense, and it's just really sad. And there are a couple of really amazing quotes that I have so many things underlined. Honestly, it's more things underlined than not so, but it does take a little bit of time. I found it a bit hard to kind of grasp like some of the concepts that they were speaking about. So the other is called The Summer with the Leprechauns, kind of like a echo of sort of spirituality and like, if will you believe it, won't you believe it, sort of thing. And it's really nice. It feels nice to sort of be able to I guess it almost opens you up to having your own perspectives on it. I feel like the writer doesn't force you to believe anything, she's merely translaying her experience with things. But it's very interesting and very light-hearted. This is quite a fun one. So yeah, those are my current reads and current things that I have been doing. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I definitely want to make more journaling, scrapbooking videos. I feel like that would be really fun. Also some book videos of my art history favourites, and if there are any more ideas or suggestions, I am more than open and welcome to receiving and hearing them. I would really love to hear if there's anything that anyone would like to see, but I really appreciate you sharing this space with me, and I really hope that you are looking after yourself wherever you are and have found some sort of peace or joy or fulfillment from this video. That's really all I want to do. But yeah, I'm sending you all lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon.